welcome to episode 23 of the Youth Squad Legends series with AFC Wimbledon. Move the mic closer, it's transfer window time. Actually, not just yet, we've got player stats to look over from the last season. EA have updated FIFA, meaning at the moment the kits are not working properly, FIFA's realism mod is not working properly, and the game is slightly worse. Let's talk stats. 46 appearances for Enzo Body. That's more than anyone else in the team. Goal scorers, top goal scorer, no surprise, Boris Stiapovic. 40 goals, 30 more than Kirill Bondarchuk. Let's look at assists. Boris Stiapovic with 17. Mikel Okonkwo with 16. There's Django Swinkles with 12. Clean sheets, we got Enzo Bardi, Bright Chato, and Dalibor Bekic all have 11 clean sheets. Boris Stiapovic averaged 8.3 on the rating for League 2. Callum O'Flannery did a madness in the Invitational Cup last season, and for a goalkeeper to average 7.1 over 41 games in League 2, that's pretty impressive. Talking about pretty impressive, as like Salt played 9 games in total last season, and I'm guessing every single game he got 7 or higher. If we're counting the pre-season tournament, Zimri Amolo got the same amount of goals as clean sheets in that season. Transfer list of players, we've only got one on the list. It's Ryan Twine. Everybody knew that we were going to get rid of Ryan Twine. That means after that sale, eventually, we will have 28 players. I have worked on my youth academy. We have populated this one. We'll skip over the English lads because I need to change the names. Yes, Cone is in the name pool for the Philippines, so he's getting signed up as our third choice goalkeeper. We have Manny Andrada from the Philippines, Alpha Duhu from the Democratic Republic of Congo, Kosi Wamplu from the Democratic Republic of Congo, Finn Schmitz, who's terrible, Innocent Fafana, Dominic Watts from Gibraltar, Fijian Knitting Hello. We've got Bolivian Diego Saavedra. He's a centre-back, 6'4". He's got 5-star weak foot, 5-star skill moves, so look out for that one. Petar Adilovic from Bosnia and Herzegovina. Also going to change the name of this Brazilian lad. And finally, Reese Gagnon. Guessing that's a French surname. So that's the team. We're bringing up Dominic Watts and Dan Cone. Everybody else stays in the youth academy for now. Oh boy. FIFA's doing it again. It's bringing me back some exceptional names. And you might have seen it last season. I am terribly bored with limiting myself. We did it perfectly last season. We bought whoever we wanted and then we just nerfed them, so the league was still a challenge. Genius idea. Let's get the party started with Mick Stanko. He is a left midfielder from the US of A, playing at Sparta Rotterdam. Sebastian. Don't worry, it gets better. Hi. He is a central midfielder. He's from France. The great names keep coming. Yes, this man is called Marvelous Billiat. The next few that I want to show you, I am definitely not signing, but I just want to show you anyway. There is the quite tremendous duo of Tap Maho and Fakori. Not swearing, that's their names. Other unnecessary names, Dominic Bukok and Ufuk Biada. Okay, right, so that's that. Get your laughs in. Back to the funny names that don't consist of genitalia or intercourse. Oh, this is Joanna Schnegg playing in the MLS at the moment, an Austrian centre-back. One for the MK Dons, Jackson. I'm sure Maximilian Jackson will be pleased with his new signing. The Incident. Elvis Benoza is a central attacking midfielder with 5-star. Then we get to the cream of the crop. The very best. Introducing Go You. Our inspirational right back. Final player that I'm interested in. We have the central defensive midfielder, Goose Zwinkles. So yes, we could run a pairing of Django Swinkles and Goose Zwinkles. Let's get to work. Currently have a transfer budget of 4.18 million. Board expectations, I love that they're so realistic in League 1. They want me to finish the season off with a profit margin of 17.8 million. In League 1. Not happening. Oh, many traits, yes. Is that second wind on Go You? And power free kick? I do very much love you, FIFA. You do some cracking work, mate. 2 solid players. Sebastian Pai is injury prone. Mick Stanko's got leadership. Nearly the full house. It's a shame about Sebastian Pai. Live editor, do your thing. Allow me to sign this player up. £10 million! There is a very good winger in the free agents. His name is Fernando Carrezo, Venezuelan. He's got 1-star skill moves, which is disgusting, really. Fingers crossed the club don't sack me because I've gone well over the normal wage of a player. Whoever thought that that was a good idea to implement onto FIFA? So this now should be no problem. Going in for Mick Stanko, just offer a player swap for the 80 overall. It's got to be done, and indeed it is. That's the most difficult one out the way. Let's try 1.3 million for Marvelous Billiat. With the realism mod, that valuation would have soared up. I guess it's perfect timing for us. We're getting players on the cheap. A high work rate centre-back sounds wrong. Oh, we are missing someone. There is another piece to this jigsaw that I almost forgot about. There is a 5-star weak foot, 5-star skill moves goalkeeper. I am not making that up. There is a 5-star goalkeeper. Martin Desabato at Racing Club. This is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. I've even edited the ultra-defensive game plan so we can go on goalkeeper skill runs. If the scoreline is safe, I'm not forcing that thing. Enzo Bardi is still my number 1. That is a really nice goalkeeper kit, but you're soon going to be wearing a better one. Time to start signing these players up and seeing where we are. 5 years on the contract length. Is that all right? He only wants 1, cutting his wage a little bit. We'll accept that. Mick Stanko is in the club. Onto Marvelous Billiat. I've been tasked with figuring out the wage. We're gonna go £5,000. That should be good enough. And it is. That wage is so low compared to what kind of player we're bringing in. Signed, sealed, and delivered. We see Desabato holding up a goalkeeper shirt. What does that leave us with? 1.35 million. We're going for Johannes Schnegg next. Let's go £880,000. I just press all the buttons. Offer a wage of £1,000 a week. That might have insulted Schnegg. We go again. You stormed out of here because I offered £100 less. Really? Really? With Schnegg signed up, there's 3 more players to go. He's made it so easy for me. Go you! Zwinkels is gonna cost me pennies. Goose Zwinkels has joined AFC Wimbledon, and we've only got 1 more to go. The solid as a rock Elvis Benoza. All done and dusted. The players that I wanted, apart from Sebastian Pai, are in. Let's talk about the other players on this shortlist. They added wonder kids into the save. Nikolai Popov, George Papachenkov, Jamie Sorensen, Bobathan Groven, Janko Miskovic, Brian Ironside, and Sifa Mandler and Lovu. Now you gotta bear with me for a second as I untuck the shirts and add some boots to these new players. Let me introduce you to the 3rd season AFC Wimbledon side. Goalkeepers Enzo Bardi, Dan Cohn, Martin Desabato and Patrick Andreasen. Left backs Bright, Chateau, Dominic Watts and Kamal Timsina. Centre backs Meredith Ellis, Johannes Schnegg. That guy who's gonna get sold, Brian Asher, Marvelous Billiat. Yoju 1 has moved back to centre back. Ruben Cook, Delabor Bekic and Zimri Amolo. Right backs Demezio Moscow, Go You, Spencer Hughes, Jacob Vieira Nan. Centre mids Valentin Carbiar, Eden Payton, Goose Swinkles, Milos Deligianis, Aslak Salt, Django Swinkles, Adam Nichols. Left wingers Eric Melville, Miron Cosmo and Sarkis Savan. Right wingers Mick Stanko, Celestino Vidigal and Callum O'Flannery. And your strikers Rennie Renner, Kirill Bondarchuk, Elvis Benoza, Boris Stiapovic and big chunky Mikel Okonkwo. He's been doing something during the off-season. He's doubled in mass. The scouting thing that I proposed a few episodes ago did not work. Some people were just making up names for the fun of it, but I will try and find myself a comment here that might actually help the team out, maybe. I'm seeing a Jan Albrecht. Thank you ever so much, Tom. I'm going to take your suggestion and sign Jan Albrecht. I will leave it at that. We're not going to do the scouting thing again in this series because A, we have too many players, and B, it was a mess. But I really do appreciate everybody who took it seriously. The assistant manager has actually got in touch with me saying that Mick Stanko should be the captain. I know he's got the leadership trait, but he doesn't just walk into a club and get the armband. Okay, we got knocked out of the group stage by 3 Irish teams. And here comes the transfer offer for Ryan Twine. Someone has finally taken a plunge on this player. Gives us the green light for Jan Albrecht. That's cost me £700,000 and a wage of £750 per week. My transfer dealing is done. First game of the season. I've got to stick with the players that brought me up. Tranmere Rovers against AFC Wimbledon. Oh, extra large Okonkwo, middle, Callum O'Flannery. Where's everybody gone? Oh, Okonkwo! Is this team going to fight for a second unlikely promotion, or are we going to be underdogs? I think vanilla ultimate difficulty without the realism mod on is a little bit easier. Not too sure. I don't know what FIFA's actually done to the internals of the game. I haven't done much to the tactics, but helping out Bardi's playing style, we've actually made him a sweeper keeper. And also Bright Chateau is playing as an inverted wing back. The man has some very good centre mid stats, so he'll join that unit up when he can. Go on, O'Flannery. Oh, yes. Okonkwo! Go, lad! Oh, the earth shakes. It shatters around him. This tent would fit him. Oh, you can't leave him wide open. That was a goal before he even scored it, really. The passing is so poor. He pokes it, yes. Django Swinkle somehow has found Stiapovic. That is the most unlikely of goals. Our passing has been shocking. Release Callum O'Flannery. Oh, what a ball by Jacob Vieira. Inside, Django Swinkle saved. 15 minutes. Eric Melville tries to win the ball. Our midfield has slightly been overrun, but there is a chance. There is always a chance with Callum O'Flannery running at you. Django Swinkles. Could this be the most unlikely of victories for AFC Wimbledon? 13 minutes to go, and we have taken the lead. Django Swinkles. He's off. He's played it into Eden Payton. Oh, great save. Eric Melville. He'll just whack that one up. Oh, it is a big whack. Rennie Renner, do. How have we still got this ball? What is going on? The look! The sheer look that I have just seen. Bit of a red herring, this one. We have won, but I don't think we were the better team. I don't get this. Rennie Renner, disappointed not to play. He didn't just play, he scored. Man, the derby against MK Dons has come at a very, very early time. I'm going to have to hold it off until the realism mod is back. But that's probably a good thing anyway, because I want a challenge. This has been Cutsy. Thank you ever so much for watching this episode of Youth Squad Legends. If you've enjoyed it, then please give the video a like. If you're not subscribed around here yet, then press the red box down below and the bell icon for mobile notifications. I will see you next time when we get to see our new signings in action.